like at 4:30 to get to work.
I'm teasing you. It's okay. Okay, so
All right, stream
zooming in
Okay.
and flashing back to where things happen here. You guys finished the battle in the organ room. You guys can all see the map, right?
Yes.
Cool.
No.
No?
Oh wait, no, I had to zoom out. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
We were further down south than I was anticipating.
Yeah. Well, your character's dead, so if you can't see the map, it's no big loss.
Well, except that I'm the one streaming.
Harsh.
Except that I'm the one streaming.
That is the problem.
Fair for the people who I didn't even. Yeah. Wow, we're wasting streaming time. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
So, survivors standing around the downed Davari in this huge battle that you had in the organ room.
Mm-hmm.
There is Louis, who is probably almost dead. He got beat up pretty good last week too, or last session too, if I recall.
Well, I'm out of just about everything. that was part of the problem. I actually have all my hit points back because the reason Davari died is she used a super powerful life transference. Like I should have been the one that died, but Davari decided to
save you.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like some good player character guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And Lulu is probably very upset.
Mm-hmm.
But
Lulu is actually at Davari's body and has their little, what do you call an elephant's feet?
I would just think feet,
Okay.
because they're not proper hooves.
Yeah,
Stump.
so it's front feet, and it's like, kind of like pushing against Davari, trying to wake her up,
Oh,
and is making the saddest little miniature trumpeting sound.
poor Lulu.
Hopefully not a loud one. Oh, elephant feet are simply called feet.
Ah,
They have no special name. Yes, I Googled it because I wanted to know.
And knowing's half the battle.
It is half the battle. And let's see here. We also have Lolo is still standing somehow miraculously.
yeah, she lucked out.
She
She
lucked
lucked out really hard.
And Odd never came up here with you guys either, so that's fine.
Well,
And
Odd
then-
also doesn't exist anymore, right? Isn't Chris is playing a new character now? That's not Odd. Odd disappeared.
Talon.
Yes,
Yes, Talon.
That's correct. See,
I was
good thing you're
abandoned.
remembering stuff.
I was abandoned by my
Awesome.
sister. It's fine.
Oh.
So Talon is not here, and neither is your elven companion, who has mysteriously pieced out into the shadows for some inexplicable asshole-ish reason. I'm sure.
Mm.
He's a Harper. Come on.
Harper in hell. He won't last long alone.
Okay, I'm going to bawling my eyes out, try to pick up Davari's body, which is not easy for me because my strength is not good. And take her to that hand of Torm, as a last ditch effort to see if, because that hand healed us. So
I'm weak too, but if I can help Louis, I will.
So we're back on the first floor map, which is not coming into focus. I don't know if that's just my screen or what.
it took a while for mine to get into focus.
My internet's been pretty crappy since it came back up. Also, I was getting 54 megabytes down and 11 kilobytes up was my speeds last night. I was like
11 kilobytes up.
Yes, kilobytes. And I have fiber, so I mean.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are going over to the big Torm fist handle that is yonder. And what are you doing when you get there with Davari's body?
I am going to place Davari's body into the hand of Torm.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate the entire thing, and I am going to. Louis is not exactly religious by any standards of the word, but is going to kneel before the altar of Torm and just beg.
So when you say activate, you're using that lever that made the hand like clench up and close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't really notice anything happen physically per se. The hand wraps around her, closes up, and is closed.
Okay. I'm going to wait like a minute.
Okay.
Like do a full like whatever prayer to Torm I can think of.
Uh-huh.
And then activate the lever again.
Okay. The hand that was closed twists around and opens, and Davari's body is gone.
Just gone.
Yes.
It's not like crushed or anything. It's not like
No.
goo or anything, right?
It's gone.
Okay.
Maybe she's still out there.
If you would like to roll a perception check or an investigation check, you may.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm super good at these.
I'll try. Oh no, I'm also very good at these.
I will try and investigate. Actually, I am good at investigation.
I'm trash at both, so
You're a
here we
wizard and
go.
You're not good at investigation either.
Hell yeah! Woo.
Wow. So you notice that there is blood from where Davari's body was, and it looks like it was like screeched across, and in the wrinkles of the open hand, like on the palm lines, it actually looks like the blood is going into one of those. Like it's maybe not. I don't know how to describe that. Like it could be a door, perhaps.
It looks like that's a space, a gap.
Yes.
I want to see if I could pry it open.
Okay.
Because if it took her body, I want it
What are
back.
you going to use to do that?
Which cultist daggers did I have on my possession? Hold on, I had a bunch of these. I gotta remember which ones. I had the curved daggers of Ball still. I'll just wedge one of those in and try and use that as a lever.
Okay. Go ahead and what can we roll for that?
Definitely not something I think physical. I don't think this is a physical action. You know, this is
I
more.
feel like it is a physical
Yeah,
action.
no, I feel like this is more.
I mean, I have a pry bar. Would you prefer to have the pry bar?
I would
If
say
the pry bar will help, yes.
maybe athletics.
Can I charismatically coerce it open? Can I just
No.
talk sweet nothings? No. Okay.
That's not going to work for you.
What did you say you wanted? What kind of
If
roll?
you're trying to pry it physically open,
I guess. Okay, fine. I'll try that first, and when that inevitably fails, because I have a 0, then I'm gonna try and talk to it. Yeah.
While they're doing this, Decimus,
Yes.
having reviewed everything that I sent you, 2 weeks ago?
Did you do your homework?
Last week. No. Your character,
September 14th.
whatever that was, sure. Yeah, last week. Time is time right now. It's all wibbly wobbly, you know.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, timey-wimey. You're somewhere in Elturel conducting your holy, unholy, you're not really even entirely certain business anymore when that vision that you had strikes you, and you know roughly where that cathedral is, having been from this area.
Okay.
It's up to you if you would like to go there, if you just want to keep floating around Elturel doing your own thing, or...
Oh no. When I see what I see, I will
Super vague.
I will immediately head towards where I saw them.
Okay. So as you approach the cathedral, you see that in front of it there is the battle that you also know about occurring, where there are a handful of demons currently locked in battle with a handful of devils and a handful of Tiamat's followers. Like it's a three-way battle. No one's on each other's side. Like it's a three-way battle going on out in front of the cathedral right now.
Okay.
But being that you have wings, you're not really confined per se to having to go through that unless you really want to.
Nah. Screw those guys. I'm going.
So back up on the second level, we're going to take you. We'll go back over there. Actually, I could have just taken you back over there, but I won't because we're streaming. So back over on that higher level, there are archery nooks, which some of them are quite broken, and you are able to. We'll just go ahead and let you come in on the southeasterly one.
Ping me a spot.
Ping you a spot.
Thanks, honey.
Did you see my ping? There you is. So this is definitely the cathedral from your vision, and you've seen this cathedral from afar before anyway. You definitely recall seeing the organ, of which you can see pipes directly ahead, and a curtain leading to the front of the organ, which is where you last saw Davari in your vision.
Okay.
Which those people are no longer there, so we'll just go ahead and grab all that.
Is the curtain open?
I mean, it's a curtain. You can push it open if you want.
All right. Well, go through the curtain.
There you go. The remnants of the battle that you saw are clearly here. There are lots of bodies all around, but you do not see Davari, Louis, Lolo, or Lulu.
Okay. Well, let me get rid of that. At that point, then, I will start poking around. I'm not in exactly stealthy armor, so...
Clank, clank, clank.
Yeah. I'll go over to where I saw the battle,
Okay.
looking for clues,
Roll investigation check.
because I've always been so good at that.
Tell you what, I'll let you have a Hail Mary perception check as well.
All right. Slightly better at that. Not really.
Yeah, you don't see any clues going anywhere. A battle happened here. There's bodies and blood and...
And I can't tell.
There
Yeah.
was a firefight.
That's too much thinking. Did I have any sense of the time frame in my vision?
You're fairly convinced it was recent because you also would have heard the organ.
All right. I will.
And Lolo, and sorry, not Lolo. Lulu's trumpet call was also quite loud.
I will. I will roar out Davari's name. I'll be very dramatic. It'll be vaguely Klingon.
If Louis and Lolo would like to give me a perception check, maybe to see if we can hear this guy upstairs yelling.
Screaming.
I mean, technically, the balcony does overlook where you're at, so you probably will, unless you guys botch this.
Well, now
like
that
I
you've said it.
Yeah, well, now that you've said it, so perception check.
Now that you've said
Yes.
it, Chester.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at Louis.
Louis totally hears you on the second floor yelling from the balcony, which, so Travis, this over here is not a wall, it's a railing.
Gotcha.
Hey Lolo, something. While you're trying to desecrate the statue of a god, we're literally begging to save the life of
I'm
our
not
friend.
desecrating. It ate my friend.
There's somebody yelling up there. It did not. Fine. You think? Why do you think it ate your friend?
Look, the blood is seeking into it, and these clearly look like separate plates.
You know, it could be a miracle.
Why would the blood be sinking into it? If it was a miracle, she would be back.
Or it's a mechanically closing hand. Of course, there's going to be separation between the joints. Like,
I'm assuming the pry bar didn't work. It was... Oh, man. Do you want to try and convince me?
I will. Yeah, sure. I will try to persuade you.
What should I... roll against that. Well, no,
Apparently,
because
I'm very persuasive.
Yeah.
very
So
persuasive.
if you're trying to resist it, then
Yeah.
that would be either an insight. check
Usually, you don't
or
use
a-
persuasion against the players. Usually, like, are you convinced?
So
that-
either a willpower or a will save or an insight check.
There isn't willpower in this.
I would argue, actually, so you would probably just do a persuasion check against me because
Yeah.
I guess we could simulate this as though we're having a debate. So whoever
Oh,
wins,
okay. Yeah. You.
Yeah.
Okay. Lolo just.
so we're probably
Did it really
bickering, which
Yeah.
which means that who's ever up on the balcony probably knows we're down there.
But Louis makes a persuasive argument, and Lolo. It's like, I didn't consider that, and we'll take the dagger and or pry bar back out, pat the hand, apologize to the god, whisper back to it while Louis is not looking, but you better give me my fucking friend back, I swear to God. Swear to not you, different god. And then we give attention to the voice from upstairs.
All right. So, like an avenging angel, I will fly over to the edge of the balcony and land on it,
Nice.
wings outstretched. Decimus is wearing mithril plate armor, shiny rod and dragon faces.
Well,
Well, aren't you fancy?
And he's looking for you.
Hey, fancy boy!
So these pillars here are probably what's holding up that balcony.
Yeah.
Because, well, actually, that doesn't make sense with the stair placement.
Yeah, wouldn't it be the
Yeah,
external ones? to
maybe
the
further
right?
back. Yeah. You're correct. I agree now. So you're probably way back here.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Well, I can fly, so I will fly to them.
Through the curtains erupts this being with wings and armor and weapons, and oh my god, he just startled you both.
Dis-extrabition. Alright.
Friends,
Do we recognize? Is this actually Decimus? Do we recognize you, or is this someone else?
Decimus, they're back here, by the way.
okay.
Or at least I am.
So-
Hi.
He's over there talking to the dead people.
Dead people,
Friends!
which will be
We overtalked
appropriate.
you
We'll
guys
get to that.
completely. Well, I mean, you know them, so it's the question is, it is the sudden appearance of. I mean, you're expecting them. They're not. They think you're either dead or back in Boulder's Gate. So, it's up to them how they'd react to seeing someone they think is either dead or back on the material plane erupting into the room.
I'm sorry, is this the winged tiefling?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my thing.
The one that died.
Yeah.
He was a childhood friend. Come on, Louie. He used to be a bard when we were friends.
We've gone through a lot.
He came from an alternate universe, apparently.
All right.
Decimus, what are you doing here? Did you die again?
I came looking for you.
Okay.
Well, you found us, but
Where's Davari?
I'm gonna turn to Lolo. I'm like, do you think Torm is like fucking with us, and instead of giving us back Davari, gave us Decimus?
can I roll a religion check for that to see if
Sure.
that's something he would do? Because
Absolutely.
I like
Roll a religion check.
Torm the True. Pray.
Is that
He is
something
well
Torm would
known
do?
for not having a sense of humor.
I'll say Torm isn't usually one for the giggles. I think that might actually be Decimus. I'll go up and I'll poke him.
I mean, last you saw him, the dragon cultists were taking him off in theory to resurrect him.
Oh, that's true. Like, well, he asked where Davari was, right?
Right.
Well, the hand took her.
Yeah, there's just some debate about that. So she's
She's dead.
dead, but this hand was healing us, so I thought maybe we would it would be
Yes.
better. And then I activated the thing, and now her body's gone, but it doesn't look like she got gooed.
But her blood is sinking between the plates.
This entire time, I'm still actually probably crying. Like I'm probably sniffling and
No, arms around shoulders. Maybe her body just got taken somewhere else. Maybe it teleported somewhere else. Like a healing
catacombs.
Like a healing catacombs? Like
no, her soul has gone to the light, but her body went down below where the. Oh, let me show you.
I don't remember our Decimus knowing this much about this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
does this seem kind of sus to you? Because this is sus to me.
This seems very off to me.
I'm probably a doppelganger, but don't let that bother you. No. Kidding. Out of character.
You said it. It has to count now.
Right.
So I've heard of these things. They are in other planes. They look like brains with legs attached to them. They burrow into people's skulls.
No, that's my other character.
Other character.
So
Jeez.
I've been restored to life by the gods and given a mission. Well, a couple of them, probably.
A couple gods?
Yes. It doesn't matter. I'm here.
Kind of matters.
I've been sent.
It matters just a little bit. What with the gods that we've pissed off so far.
Yeah.
To distract them, I will point at the altar and say, "It's a secret door."
I knew it.
You climb inside. You close it. It takes you down below.
Okay, but how does the last person get in?
Oh.
Well, I didn't see that in my vision, but
who has mage hand?
But there are refugees hiding below from the city.
Oh, so we probably scared the shit out of them by dropping Davari's body on them.
Well, but we sent an army here to rescue them, but something seems to have happened to them, so it's on us now.
So I have to. So at this point, Louis is climbing into the hand and is like casting mage hand and is ready to let us.
Hold 1 second before you do that. There's something else we should do. Now, Chester, to clarify, the Abishai, was there one outside also?
Yes.
Okay. Some of the other gods are working together to stop what's happening.
What's happening?
Well, Eltril, it's been sent to hell. It's being brought here permanently. But we can still stop it.
Only one of us fits at a time. You underestimate how tiny I am. I am a small
still a battle to be fought before we can rescue them. It's going on outside right now, so we need to go help them.
Davari would be really helpful. What with the helping them? So I vote we get her, then go help them.
Yeah, let's go retrieve the body, and then we will, and maybe one of these gods can give us back Davari. That you're so like being cagey about for some reason.
All right. I am a follower of Tempest. I've made a deal with Tiamat.
The dragon.
This is a temple of Torm, whom she is also working with. Now, to no longer be cagey, there's an army of Tiamat soldiers outside. They're fighting off demons and devils at this moment. They need to get inside and finish the ritual to protect the temple.
Yeah.
Was that the ritual that we stopped earlier?
Somebody seems to have stopped it. We need to continue this.
Well, good. He doesn't know. Don't tell him.
Okay. Can we go retrieve the body now?
Yeah, let's get the body, and then we'll do the thing.
And get the refugees out of there. It can't be like the sewers in hell have to be fucking disgusting.
They'll probably get sick. It would be better to get them out first.
Yeah. Well, there's demons. Okay, whatever. Let's go.
You said that it's being guarded by an army of Tiamat, right?
Well, they're outside. The ones that were guarding them are dead. Looking around.
I'm confused.
So, Is someone pulling the lever for who's going first and who's pulling levers?
Well, I think I have to go last because I think I'm the only one that has a way of pulling the
I was
lever
going to
on
laugh
myself.
really hard if you went first. So I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, just wasn't
Okay.
saying shit.
Here, I'll go first. That way I can, tell them.
Okay.
All right. So
So I'm going to
The
send
three of
Decimus
you-
down, and as soon as I do that, I am going to turn to Lolo and like, so
just-
we don't trust Decimus
No.
at all right now, right?
God no. This is so sus. No. I'm
Becca,
not
what
trusting
does
anyone.
Lulu? What does Lulu say about trusting Decimus?
I'm holding Lulu.
Um,
If she,
so Lulu and Davari had a mental bond, correct?
Yes.
So Lulu actually looks at Decimus and says, "She saved you too. She preserved your body so that you could be brought back."
By the gods, that thing is cute. What is it?
Don't worry about it. Just go down into the hole, and then I
yeah,
close
just,
it.
All right, but don't go anywhere. I'm petting you later.
Okay.
Throw my wings up.
And like also him wanting to pet Lolo or pet Lulu does not in any way absolve him. That's just common sense.
yeah, that's just a normal reaction to Lulu.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
adorable.
But no, what Lulu does say is apparently Davari at least had memories and hope that what we had done before managed to get him back.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
Still
no,
not
and I
positive.
look at Lulu and I'm like, no, that's not in question of what Davari hoped. I'm just like, this is weird, and like he made a deal with Tiamat. Like let's be perfectly honest.
there are worse ones to make deals with, but still Tiamat.
And the Devil Queen of Chromatic Dragons is pretty like.
There are more boring ones. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there's definitely more
Hold up.
boring ones.
Out of character. Are the tieflings judging me?
No.
Sounds like they might be.
The problem,
No,
the
the
problem
whole
is,
leading tiefling.
yeah, the cold leading tiefling and the academic tiefling are judging, yes. Because any gods are unnecessary to Lolo. And Louis seems to be atheistic or something.
It's hard to be atheist when you literally know gods exist.
Yeah.
I would say,
Unworshipful.
I would say he more just finds them, thinks all of them are full of shit, and will just kind of go with whatever he feels is correct at any given point.
Unfortunately, left with the two worst tieflings for the religious side of things. The literal worst, too. All right. I guess Louis tossing me through next.
Yeah, and then but I asked you to get that mental link thing so that if you have any issues, we can
Yeah,
get
I
you back.
linked with you first.
And then I
Yes,
do the
do that.
mage hand thing and go down myself.
You guys see the purple box I just drew for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is where you are deposited atop a set of stairs that, as you look down the stairs, all of the things that you threw into the hand earlier in your previous experiments
Including
are
Davari's
at the bottom
body.
of the stairs, including Davari's body, which apparently rolled down the stairs upon arrival on the landing.
Oops.
Okay.
Go pick her up.
I'll grab Davari's body. I'll get her prop her up against the corner, I guess.
Yeah. I'll sit next to her. If she's got dirt on her clothes, brush it off as much as I can.
And then I look to the sky and she's like, "Fuck you, Torm."
I knew it. I told you. Luke,
And this is
Lolo,
why. And then
I knew
this is why they're just all full of shit.
Lola's just on the side doing a little "I told you so" dance because Louis convinced her she was wrong, but she's like, "I knew it. I knew it."
Did you
So,
try
as
offering
well,
a prayer to Lathander?
as above, this is the same kind of construction, but you can tell you're clearly underground now.
Okay.
There does appear to be no light where you are at present, but you have dark vision, so you can see.
Okay. At Decimus' suggestion, Lola really hurriedly under her breath starts reciting prayers to Lathander in the name of Davari. She kind of forgot about the whole Lathander thing. She's trying to catch up now.
Well, it doesn't help that Davari was actually really chill about you having a cult and Louis being
Right?
a
Super
non-worshiper.
understanding. Yeah.
Like I would say that Louis' the best description would be apostate, just constant apostate from Louis.
So there are stairs to the south and to the north.
I look into Decimus and I'm like, I don't know these catacombs. Apparently, you've been here a while.
South. Yes, I've been fighting.
So you
Devils.
want to take south stairs?
South stairs.
You've been fighting devils? Okay.
Yeah. Came here with soldiers.
Fighting against
I told
the
you.
devil.
Tempest. Battle. You know
Okay,
this.
yeah, I actually have to do a religion roll because Scott knows nothing about Tempest. So
Chaotic neutral god of battles.
apparently Louis doesn't know anything about Tempest either.
Yeah,
Solo
it's
try
some
it.
British warrior god or other. That's about what you get for your one.
Well, Decimus was a paladin of Tempest when you knew him, so.
Yeah.
You
No
think
change
the
there.
word tempest sounds a lot like Torm, so you probably get him confused and maybe even tear every now and then.
Yeah, they're twinsies. It's fine.
A bunch of warrior
It's
gods
kind
with the letter T.
It's
like a
actually
trend.
kind of why Louis is so like irreverent towards everything is because Faerun has like 400 gods, and it's really hard to keep track of all of them.
All the pantheons together, you're just like, it's fine.
And
So-
like half of them used to be mortal, so he's like, this is just
The entire Roman pantheon just.
yeah.
As you round the corner, Decimus, you see that there is light ahead, a torch on the wall, if you will.
Light at the end of the tunnel, one might say.
So I'll call out to them before I get to the bottom of the stairs. Refugees! Your protectors are here.
Cold worse.
I will look at Lola. I'm like, should we mention to Decimus that neither of us have any spells?
He's in a hurry. Once we get to Varibat, maybe we can mention we could use a nap. Like, I mean, also, do we want to leave Davari here or do we want to bring her with us? I know neither of us can control her token, but what's our?
Well,
is our
no,
idea
let's leave the body. It seems relatively safe here.
What do I have on my person? Do I have flowers or something? I want to set up something around her as like a something. All I really have is paper and scrolls. I want to shred up a bunch of paper and just like make a half circle around her against the wall. This is just a gesture. I don't know. I don't have salt.
I mean, if we can get some sleep, I can cast gentle repose on her, and then she won't like decay.
We need that nap. Yeah. Once we figure out whether or not Decimus is full of shit, then we can ask if we can get a nap, and then take on that war outside.
Yeah. The cousins are just scheming this entire time.
Yeah. All silently in the brain.
Yeah.
As Decimus leads us.
Yeah.
So I'll peek around the corner too.
Mhm.
Hey, what's up with you? I'm assuming this thing jutting out of the wall is the torch.
Yes.
Ah.
See, if we weren't narrative, it would now be Shayna getting back at Chester for all the like, what's here? What's here? What's
What's over
here?
there? What's this? What's here? Huh? What's over there? What's this? What's
You
this?
get lost over there in the darkness. I'm leaving you there.
What's this? What's this? Hey, Chester, what's over here? Hey, I want to fight this. What's here?
There's
Are
a
we in
reason I
combat
did
yet?
that in your game. You know that, right?
No, why? I can't imagine.
I hope you lose your token.
I can't see.
I actually am going to like Decimus, is everything all right? And go here.
Yeah, I'm, like I said, at the bottom of the stairs, I'll call out to whoever's down here.
Yeah.
So we don't get greeted by, pitchforks or arrows or whatever they've got. Any response?
Nope.
Can I repeat it in other languages?
Well, let's just
Sure.
advance.
Okay. I'll
I'm going to
go in order of what I have. Just Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Infernal. If they didn't respond to Common, I'll start with, I guess, Abyssal, then Celestial, then Infernal.
I will actually turn. Maybe we should, because I have Abyssal and Infernal as well. Maybe we should not do the Abyssal or an Infernal. But if there are refugees down there, that probably will have the opposite effect of what we're trying to do.
Oh, good point. I'll just speak in Celestial then.
Yeah.
She's not thinking about that. Good idea. Just trying to help.
Right.
Hey,
Going into a dungeon with no spell slots.
This will work out great. Don't worry. Chester wouldn't lead us into combat.
Full disclosure, I only know that they're down here. That's all I know about this place.
How do you know they're down here exactly?
I had a vision.
Oh, was this a vision that perchance Tiamat gave you? Or one of those other gods that you...
I'm just going to say yes, because I don't actually know.
Oh, so it's really reliable and trustworthy information. Got it.
It is. It's
I will actually turn to Lolo on that one, even though we've both been making fun of Decimus. I can give her the really from you.
You're just jealous because someone's actually talking to me. Let's go.
I don't try to talk to anybody. That's the point.
Miss talks in people's heads. I remember you.
So I would like a perception check from... we'll give all of you.
No faith that we'll actually succeed. Miss talks in people's heads. Paying attention over here.
In my defense, Chester made us do point buy.
That is
Fair.
This is true.
Fair.
This is true.
That's why none of us are optimized.
So,
oh, it actually went through. Never mind.
Lolo,
Aw.
you actually hear the faint sound of whistling of a jaunty tune somewhere to your... Let's see, you guys are moving down, so to the right.
Forward and right. So over here.
Yep.
Okay, I will say...
I'm cannily accurate where you just randomly clicked in the darkness, I will say as well.
I'll say to Decimus... Actually, I'll just say it out loud. Ahead on the right, someone's whistling, and it sounds a little too happy to be... what'd you say? Refugees?
And are you whispering or are you speaking?
Whispering. Or actually, even better, I'll say it in Louis's head, pop over to Decimus, and then back to Louis.
Okay.
I will perk my ears up and see if I can't investigate the tune so that I can
Mr. Previous Bard.
Copy it back.
Ooh.
So you're whistling back, you're saying?
Well, I first have to be able to actually hear it, which I don't.
Yeah.
So I can't do that.
So yeah, I'll stop so he can hear.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay.
Apparently, the depths we've descended into hell is causing a weird pressure buildup in my ears. So Louis is probably every once in a while going.
Well, you're probably all congested from the crying as well.
Yeah.
Oh. You sad.
Well, also because it's been established that water tends to freeze on Louis. It probably
We're both a little icy. We got some frost happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I warned them about the whistling.
You did.
So if we
And then
want
everyone
to,
just stopped.
Yeah.
Did the whistling continue? Do we hear it?
For those that heard it, what was yours? You didn't hear it.
I think I'm the only one who heard it.
Yeah.
She just
I
told
don't
us
hear
there was
anything.
whistling, and neither of us hear it.
All right.
Yeah.
Peeking around the corner.
Peeking around my corner.
You're each peeking in opposite directions?
I mean, we could turn our heads if we wanted to, I suppose.
So
Yeah.
this hallway does not have lights, so you're switching over to dark vision. And Decimus, you are greeted with the sight of a humanoid urinating against the wall and peeing. Or sorry, and peeing and whistling.
Urinating and peeing, a talented man.
Becca, for the record, this is the lack of token you have.
Okay.
For Daryl, I have decided that you are urinating against the wall there. You are on sentry duty.
Wow, she is
it's like a
super
moving sentry.
talented then.
You did not hear this, so you have a peeping Tom seeing you pee right now that you have not yet noticed.
Okay.
Decimus, you see
Squatting against the wall and whistling.
Yep. If you would like to describe what Geralt looks like, Becca, so that they know what they see.
That's like someone peeing on a wall.
Yeah.
So, Garrow is a half-orc. You can easily see that she does have some very small tusks at the lower section of her jaw. Right now, you can't actually see her coloration because we're in dark vision, but she is like a lighter green than most half-orcs are, and on occasion you can almost see like some of the lines almost look like they're too red for an orc. That goes into...
Well, we can't see colors, so
Yeah,
we'll get that
so-
once we're out.
When we get to
She's
light.
telling you for later.
I am
Yeah.
telling you for later. And for later, her hair is actually also a very dark green.
We just lost Travis.
We did.
Looks like he's reconnecting.
Which is
Um,
inconvenient because he's the one that sees what's happening.
I see it too.
Ah, he's back.
Oh, you looked off now?
She is wearing plate mail, that mithril plate mail, so even though that mail currently is very dirty and still has dried blood on it from past battles, she has not had a chance to rest. And she does have a warhammer at her hip.
Another friend who could need it.
I duck my head back and I just sit and I turn to Lolo and be like, maybe we should let's wait like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think we all came to that agreement. We're just everyone's
Don't
scattered
wait
out.
until the sound.
Politely
drops.
staring.
Yeah, now that we all recognize the sound, we're like, oh, it sounds faintly like water passing.
We'll wait till the water passing noise stops and be like, "Are you done?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't even say, are you done? We'll fake, the loud stomping when you like want someone to know you're coming. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna all pretend that none of this happened.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, Decimus, you like back up like 5 feet and then just as loud as
Clang,
you can.
clang, clang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop. Oh
Right.
boy, I hope no one's around here.
Yeah.
We'll let her think she's ambushing us. Here we go. Professional
I would
courtesy.
love to meet a half-orc friend right about now.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you go, girl. You have heard their greetings.
Okay.
No,
Finish.
actually says that.
Get my pants back on. I've got my shield out and my warhammer.
Well, you said you were in full plate, right? So, like, it actually would take a while for you to get your
Yeah.
pants back on.
We
Yeah.
wait until we hear the buckling kind of
Yeah.
like stop, and then we'll do the stopping.
Super awkward.
A little bit.
Like, friend or foe? And I'm saying this in common.
Friend, hopefully.
It remains to be seen, but we are.
They've seen nothing.
Oh, elbow Louis. Friend,
Yeah.
definitely.
They haven't even really revealed themselves. They're like talking from around the corner.
Can I stick my arm past Louis and Decimus and wave? Like, hi, friend. That's what I would.
Please,
It'll let me reach past.
please come into the corridor where I can see you.
Go.
All right.
Hello.
Despite our appearance,
Hi.
You better not be working with any of those demons or devils. And I'm sorry for being so aggressive, but it has been a week. Let me
That-
tell you.
Racist, but
Yeah,
understandable. in
that
these
seems that seems mildly prejudicial.
I'm a paladin. I'm here to rescue you.
I'm not, but I'll be your friend.
These are my friends.
Well,
Okay.
Quit giving me rabbit ears.
I'm friends. Well, we used to be friends, and then he died, and now I'm not entirely sure what we are.
I'm not sure the details are necessary, Louis.
I'll be your friend, though.
Okay, who are you? Please do not move any closer until
Creeper.
you at least we move past the awkward introductions in basically hell.
I'm Louis. This is Lolo. That's Lulu. And this is Decimus.
Do you want a
Are you
pamphlet?
messing with me? Louis, Lolo, and Lulu. You've got to be.
That's what I said.
It's a familial thing. Don't worry about it. Do you want a pamphlet? Are you interested at all in
Oh, and
expanding
this
your
is Slobber
consciousness?
Chops, and I, because my cat's still sitting on my head.
Oh
so.
yeah, Slobber Chops.
Yeah,
Whew,
we-
motley crew.
Somewhere along the way.
Very, very strange group to be down here. You said Decimus that you were here to rescue me?
Yes.
Or
The refugees.
the refugees. Okay.
I assume you're guarding them. You look like a warrior.
Who sent you?
The gods.
Which ones?
He doesn't know.
You know, a bunch of them are working together right now to stop this whole hell thing. So
A bunch of them
it's
are
really
working
not
together.
super relevant.
He got CC'd in a group chat. He doesn't recognize the phone numbers.
I'll
He's
hold up.
just rolling with it.
My holy symbol of Tempest. Actually, it's on my shield. I'll show her my holy symbol.
It looks conveniently like a big demon.
Except that
The
the
fist with
problem
the
is
flaming
it
sword.
painted because we can't see color. So does it just look like a black blob?
Oh my god, yes. It's just like a normal
It's just a circle.
Yeah.
It's a
Feel like-
very nice shield, I think.
It'd be like, behold the image of my god. You're like, oh.
All right.
Like, because we can see values. So like so there's something there, but
But it's muddy.
The details of my particular terms of service are not relevant and don't help our case. So
So he
we'll
says.
talk about that later. For now, we are here to help. There's a battle going on up above. Demons and devils versus the followers of Tiamat, who are working in conjunction with Torm and other people that they sent, myself included.
The consistency of those pauses feels extremely deliberate. Decimus, I just want you to know.
And we were sent, and we're actually representatives of Baldur's Gate here on a somewhat related task.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're here for a reason.
Almost like, oh yeah, Baldur's Gate, that's a thing. I forgot about that.
That does exist.
Oh yeah, golly.
So
Yeah, they want
I
their media model.
represent the library. I represent one of the many libraries in the Orphanages of St. Trinians. Lolo represent. What's the name of your cult again? I always
We're the
forget.
cult of ghosts. You want a pamphlet? And she will hand you a scroll.
encroaching your
If-
space.
If you're actually no, she'll stand a little further back, but hold it out because she asked to keep distance. If you're interested at all in expanding your consciousness, it's just for funsies. It doesn't have to be super serious, but we're interested in anybody who wants to share a little bit of wisdom and information, life
All right.
experience.
You
kind of
know,
thing.
with that introduction, mine doesn't sound so bad.
Also, for the record, for Geralt,
Yeah.
being a native of El Tirel, they kind of view El Tirel almost like the metropolis, like the perfect city, because it's a holy city devoted to gods of good. And Baldur's Gate is like a cesspool of filth, corruption, and crime. So it's like Gotham.
Yeah.
Right.
Just so you understand, when they just told you where they're from, like your prejudices may or may not, depending upon how prejudiced your character is, come into play. Or she might not be prejudiced at all and not care.
We're the good ones, though.
So
Yeah, we run one of the gangs. It's fine.
I don't run any
Again,
gang.
I'm a
gang.
paladin.
You do.
I run a
Vari was our Vari was our spokesman beforehand, or now because she's dead, it's you. I'm just the accountant.
coin flip. Immediate ADD distraction.
Yeah.
A girl decides whether or not we're worth talking to.
now Geralt does.
Oh, yeah,
take your
cruise,
pamphlet,
cruise.
but she doesn't open it because she doesn't want to take her eyes.
That's
off
fair.
You.
Mhm.
Yeah, feel free to read that later. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
So
Starts
I'm
flipping.
Go ahead and do an insight check. Yeah, this is good.
Nothing that I don't think any of us have said is a lie.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
That
I was
doesn't mean she
looking
believes
for.
it.
I totally believe it. The shield kind of drops a little bit. The hammer goes down. And she goes, well, thank the gods. It has been a very long week. Let me take you to the people we need to get out of here, and I hope you've got a good path for them to get out of El Terrell.
That's what I've been trying to tell everyone. Right now, the path is blocked. We need to secure this place against the devils that would take it. Right now, there's a battle going on up above that we need to join.
I also, point of order. So El Terrell is in hell right now. So we literally don't have anywhere to go.
That's right. We need to break the pact.
Yeah. So honestly, we need to get your people to an area that is fortified and has food, which is probably deeper into probably where we're going anyways. And then we'll try to break this siege. And what pact?
Do we know what pact he's referencing, or is that special?
Decimus knowledge.
Seems like
His
your
little-
winged friend has not shared everything with you.
Yeah, his little group call is something that he's keeping pretty down low. He's not
Yeah,
really
it took
sharing.
us forever for him to let us know that he doesn't know
Real
what God
real
sent
quick
him.
though, before we go through all of,
To be fair, we've been reunited for 10 minutes now.
I think we've been bickering with you a bit longer. Do we want to save all of the exposition for after we get to where we're going and maybe settle down for a nap? Because if you want us to help with a combat situation, we need a nap.
Yeah, we're
doing it ourselves.
it's been a really long day for me and Lolo.
I mean, and Davari's dead, so we want to kind of bring her with us wherever we're going. Should we go get her? Are we continuing somewhere?
Yeah, so she's really heavy, and I am not a strong person. Like, I really want. She's my best friend in the world. I really want to bring her along with her, but she has this armor that she's really proud of, and these weapons, and
don't want to leave it in case we can bring her back.
Yeah.
And I love that Decimus is strong and didn't offer to carry his friend.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. The hints have been there, and he's been on his collect all the whole time instead.
In his defense, Decimus probably never took hints.
Honestly, I don't think so. Yeah, we didn't. We also didn't get to know him very long before he kind of bit it, so that's fair.
Is there someone I can call down the hallway to come stand guard while I assist them with their dead friend?
So you kind of appointed yourself a sentry because pretty much everyone else down here, except for one other person, are straight up commoner refugees.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of.
What other warriors there
I
were?
will go
with
fetch.
Alder.
I will go fetch her body. And with that, I will go back upstairs. Tromp, 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 tromp.
Trump, Trump, Trump.
I want to
Go ahead, talk about me. I'm gone.
No, I'm not going to talk
I
about
just
you.
and I'm really. Have we gotten your name yet?
I think she said
My name is Geraldine. People call me Gerald for short.
Pretty name. What do you do? Are you?
I was one of the paladins for my sister Zivka's entourage here in El Terrell.
Okay. What god do you serve?
I don't exactly serve a specific god. I serve.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh no.
it sounds weird to say that I serve my sister, but she is the heir to the throne. And thankfully, I'm not actually part of like the royal guard. Oh shit! I don't know where she is right now.
Okay. So, do you have to stay here, or are you like? Because
Where are
listen,
you staying? Where's your place?
So Louis is slightly flirting, but he's also like trying to like recruit her to help us out. So
Yeah.
Look, I
and he's probably in his, because I imagine Lolo's saying this in his head, and because we still have to tell.
And she is interjecting with the actual discussion bits with random things that you should probably ignore, like tell her how pretty the blood splatter looks on her armor. Tell her it looks really pretty. Tell her she carries that big weapons. Very impressive.
So I think back to you. I'm like, I'm trying to get some help. Some help. I mean, yeah,
she's so pretty. I want her in the family.
Yeah, I'm not debating that fact. That's fine. But we need to handle the immediate situation, which is not fucking dying.
You know those scenes where someone has a walkie-talkie on a date, and someone's hiding like in the bushes, watching, giving advice? That's the level of success that Lolo is bringing to the table.
Yes. So, I mean, I'm here because these people need protection, but if we can secure their safety and their immediate needs, then I should be able to help handle the army outside.
Well, as soon as we're rested up, I'm sure we'd both be very happy to help you however we can.
I know you're dealing with this refugee crisis, and this sounds really horrible, but do you have any spare beds?
Somewhere we could take a nap. I don't know how long a nap Louis needs.
We have food.
I think we've got some spare space.
Now we can feed ourselves. I can contribute something. Entertainment. Call them. I think everybody chill out.
We just
I'm looking at what spells I have left.
Area, Jinx. They're kind of coordinating the health and well-being of the refugees.
Well, when Decimus gets back, we'll go right over.
So I'll get back with the body.
By the way, Louis at some point does look down heads, Lolo.
Who, what?
Yeah, because you asked heads or tails at some point.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I don't have an actual coin. I didn't think you'd agree.
It's a 1d2, and if on a 1, it's Louis. On a 2, it's you. I can't remember what's going on. Okay, so it's Louis.
You're in charge now, sucker.
Shit.
That's going to end well.
I'm excited. He can relinquish control if he wants, but I'm just saying, haha, it's you. It's what Davari would have wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the direction, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
For Becca's reference, unless she's going to lie to you and take you the scenic route.
Nope. With that insight check, I fully believe that they are who they say they are, and their mission is exactly what it says. Because I have a -1 to wisdom, and
I mean, I don't know about Decimus, but I'm pretty sure Louis and Lolo are probably the most honest they've ever been.
Yeah. Lolo doesn't do a lot of the lying.
Yeah, neither does Louis. For as high as our charismas are, we don't actually lie all that.
I didn't take proficiency in deception.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Chumps.
Huh?
My characters are always gifted liars.
Yeah, of course they are.
I roll for crap, but they keep trying.
You. I mean,
I'll go. I trust our half-orc companion. I will.
Yeah. Me too. But can I insight check her anyway? Actually, her and Decimus. I'll roll for her first.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some. I'm honestly waiting for Decimus to say something that I actually think is a lie.
That's for girl.
Not just
The funny thing is, Decimus is a gifted liar, but he doesn't generally lie.
Yeah.
So that was my rolls, respectively, for girl and Decimus.
Yeah,
for
probably with that insight, yeah, Geralt is being.
That explains why nobody's believing me.
You're having an off day. It's okay.
Geralt is being genuine. She cares about the people down here, that she's worried about their safety. With that role, I think you could also tell that you heard her say to Louis that she doesn't know where her sister is. She's genuinely
Worried about that.
terrified that she has lost her sister but has no proof of it.
Okay,
Okay.
so Louis is gonna come up here and then immediately run back and then be like, and just terrified. There's like, I don't know what twins are when there are 50 of them, but
Sure, they're not identical.
Oh my god, there are so many. Oh my god,
Okay,
okay,
so-
an egg. Look over here. 3 of
This
them.
large crypt area is presently home to over 100 frightened people. They cower behind sarcophagi and in alcoves, their eyes red and their cheeks stained with tears. Standing before a large fount is a haggard woman, her gray hair matted with sweat. With one arm, she clutches a leather-bound tome to her breast. In the other hand, she wields a ceremonial mace that would probably shatter if it struck anything harder than a pillow. Which, girl, that is the aforementioned acolyte Farah Jinx, who was left ostensibly in charge of the refugees when the other warriors and priests of note that survived went with older Ravengard to find the stuff from your... I think that was in your story, right?
Yep, that
Oh.
they went to. I have it written down somewhere.
are
Okay.
they wearing? So is that picture relatively correct? Or are they wearing a really weird mask?
I have... those tokens are like commoners, so...
No, I mean the different boy
One
token.
different boy.
Oh, the one that you put a box around?
yeah.
Yes.
Different boy.
For some reason, it has a mask.
Please come with me, Faraya. I found some help, or they found me, to be more specific. And no,
I mean,
everyone,
help
please
is
calm
a
down.
strong
They are
word.
not
Help is a
fiends.
strong word.
They are not fiends. These are just people from Baldur's Gate. Do
So
not
the
forget.
the older woman kind of looks you up and down with a very weary, weathered, measureful gaze. Clearly, she's been around long enough that she just kind of gives a slight perceptible nod and says, "What supplies we have, you are welcome to. There's water in the
I
fountain."
mean, we have our own supplies. We just need a place to rest our heads for a bit, collect our thoughts. We just lost a very dear friend.
So,
and-
so long as the temple above remains, we should be safe, in theory. As safe as we can.
So
Yes, well, we need to go make sure that remains.
After
Who's
a
with
quick
me?
nap. After a quick nap.
That
Yeah.
you don't understand. They're fighting right now.
No, I do, but I don't think you understand that if
So-
we go now, we'll be less than useless. We'll just be another body for them to gain XP off, then they'll level, and then they'll be even stronger.
Well, to phrase it more, like, let's face it, the devil demon war has been going on for basically eternity. I'm pretty sure it can deal with approximately 8 hours of us, maybe getting some food, chatting
Okay.
up these fine folks.
Unless
your
you have
rest.
another way for us to rest real fast.
So,
No, get your rest. I'm going to go by myself. I'll be back.
Okay, where's a bed? Is there a bed token somewhere?
So,
So
Tempest
the
turns around and
lady
goes
says-
walking upstairs.
brave warrior of the wings, if I may, if you truly wish to help, the true salvation of this city lies somewhere in the cemetery. We already sent our bravest that survived to go, and they are very overdue. They went to seek a holy relic.
Ooh, what holy relic?
Something about she kind of fumbles. She's like, "I'm sorry, I'm not a worshiper of Torm, but I know it was a relic of Torm that would allow a devotee to commune with Torm." And the Duke Oldergard from Baldur's Gate, who was trapped here with us, went to try and retrieve it. He is a devout of Torm, which is how he knew of it. But I don't know why they aren't back yet, unless they fell. But
Well, we can definitely go look in on them in 8 hours.
With a 16, would I know the item that she's talking about?
no,
What about a 7?
And I will actually look at Lolo when she gets all excited, but like, just because they use the word relic and it's in the cemetery does not mean that it's a reliquary.
I'm just saying we found a mummy upstairs. I have bits of the mummy on me. I would like to complete my collection. I have an idea. It'll go on the wall. I just need more bits.
I know they said something about there is a small church of Lathander that stood guard over the cemetery to ensure the dead never raised as part of the raising of the companion. But I don't really understand why a relic of Torm would be there as opposed to this bastion of Torm's faith.
Really
Well,
excited, elbowing Louis.
Older seems very convinced.
Yeah. We'll take the body with us. That's fine.
All right, let her finish.
She's like, I don't know much more than that per se.
That's okay. I appreciate your help.
Oh,
no,
she's very afraid. Like,
is Decimus intimidating her or us?
I don't know.
Oh, he's trying to tell you guys to shut up.
Oh, okay.
Either way, she did not appreciate the tone that he took, and she like literally took like a half a step back from him, like she expected violence.
I would say actually, like Lulu and Lolo are having their argument in their weird telepathic bond. Like it's
Okay,
just
never mind.
Okay, yeah. He can see our eyes glazing over like we're not paying
and
attention.
Decimus, because we've established this is actually Decimus. He's seen us do this before.
Yeah, he's been in this situation too, and it's probably not just blank staring at each other. You're probably like making expressions like you're having a conversation,
And gesturing
which makes
wildly.
it super weird.
Yeah, for Geralt and the acolyte, that's definitely.
We look crazy.
I'll just be like, they're from Baldur's Gate.
I think that Daryl is going to go ahead and do a divine sense to make sure that you're not fiends.
Fair.
Like, question
Fair
herself
concern.
At that moment, it's like, oh well, the small one's a celestial.
What am I? Hold on.
You're a tiefling.
Let me double
No,
check
but
to make sure that I didn't cast
humanoid.
magic aura. I did not. Okay, that's good.
That was more. I was looking for notes on that because I knew.
Because I know I took it so that
Yeah,
I could
I-
register as a fiend.
I knew
if I
Louis had
needed
that.
to.
I was checking. We're good.
Okay. With that, she's calm still.
All right, so thank you. We will proceed there when the way is clear. But for now,
Will the way ever be clear as long as the city is as it is?
Supposedly,
And like punctuating that, there is an earthquake. Like the ones that you felt when you were walking through the city, you definitely feel like the tremors are happening.
we are trying to fix.
Or,
We're trying to fix everything. We're trying to get you guys back to the material plane. Maybe you'll be a little bit nicer to Baldur's Gate if we do that. Instead of constantly being all snobby about everything.
Baldur's Gate's really not that bad. You just got to know the nice spots. Both of them are underground.
But we will handle it. We just we need to time to mourn, collect our thoughts, make sure that Decimus isn't evil, and we could also really use Geralt's help.
well, I cannot command Geralt to go with you, but for the moment, it would appear that, I mean, that's the most skilled warrior we have left, and if let's face it, one warrior is not going to do much to save this many people should the defenses above be breached or worse.
But if it might be the difference between us being able to retrieve your relic and us dying on the attempt. So
She just looks at Geralt for Geralt to make a decision for herself.
No, he's right. The party that had gone to find the relic has been too long, and I will probably be better served in finding that and resolving the greater thing. So long as you guys are safe here, we might be able to actually make it safer for you, and then maybe find a way to get Elturel fully back into the material plane, but if even just a handful of fiends come down here with just myself, and the temple above falls, then we're pretty much shit out of luck.
Well, on the way out, we will also see if we can't help out Decimus's army. I'm still a little confused as to what your forces entail, Decimus.
So I had a vision on my way here. Well, actually, I flew right over it. What am I talking about?
Vision of unknown origin. I will.
No, this is backtrack that. So no, as I was flying here, there is a battle on the doorsteps of the cathedral.
Yeah, we went past that.
Okay, well, some of those forces are here to actually help the temple.
Okay, unfortunately, like the forces that we saw were a bunch of devils and demons. Is really, really hard to tell which of the devils are.
The cult of the dragon was also there.
Yeah, I saw them. They cook up when you have a psychotic. I actually don't know where did Talon go, by the way.
Right. You lost him?
He just kind of does that sometimes. Have you noticed? He reminds me of my sister who just disappears whenever she fucking feels like it.
So, anyways, they are here to help. Tiamat does not want this temple falling to whichever archdevil is attempting to claim it. So she is working with the gods on this. Her people were sent here to stop the temple from being taken over.
Oh, okay. That's really nice of her. It would still make it really
self-serving.
hard. Yeah,
Since you seem to know a bit about Tiamat, I've always been a little bit confused. Is Tiamat a her or is Tiamat a they?
Her.
I didn't ask her. I haven't met her personally.
The acolyte says, I always assumed that it was a they.
Okay, so we spend the next hour debating about the correct pronoun for Tiamat.
Is this while resting or like prior to resting?
It'll be while resting. I can rest while talking.
Okay. So you guys can commence your long rest if you like.
Yay!
Yay.
I can hit the long rest button and get all my spells back.
Decimus probably does a lot of pacing with the angry tail whips.
Decimus, I know that it really sucks. You probably have a lot of friends dying up there right now, or acquaintances, or subordinates, or I don't know, people you owe a favor to, whatever. But you're free to go up there and try to help, but seriously, just let me read my tome, because I'm sitting there just studying my spell book. Let me read my spells.
That's what I'm doing. If I go up myself, I risk falling in battle, and if I do that, I can't save the city. So, I'm waiting. We're going together. That's what Davari would want.
Yep.
I'm going to play with her elephant.
Okay.
So yeah, Decimus is the gruff guy on the outside, but he probably had a pet kitten back when he was in the gang, so he is going to play with the animal.
I will say to Decimus, don't try to pet Slabberchap. She is not my mangy flying cat is just she's evil.
So Slobberchops probably scratches him, and he goes back to the elephant. I've rolled a lot of really bad rolls so far.
Yeah.
Let's get those out of the way.
So we finish our long rest?
Yes.
So at some point after he calms down, Decimus will try to explain that he did make an oath to Tiamat, but his faith is still to Tempest.
No, I got it. You owe somebody a favor. That's perfectly fine. It's just it was a little weird to see you.
I'm on loan.
uh.
When I save the city, she'll release me.
Oh, okay.
Release you in the death kind of way, or?
All right, you only heard half of that.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
Release you like you're working for her or her.
Tiamat raised me from the dead because one of my ancestors was an Abishai.
Okay.
So, my faith is to Tempest the Foehammer, but I swore an oath to serve the Dragon Queen.
Okay.
I came here because I knew you were here. I agreed to it because I had a vision. And now Davari's dead, and it should have been me. And then I'll be all mopey after that. There we go.
Oh. You shall pat his shoulder.
And he's been playing with the Lulu, and he's been scratched by Slobbershanks. There we go.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That's my animal handling role.
Lulu is not necessarily convinced of your whatever beyond that she believes who you say you were.
Well, that wasn't for her. That was for Slobbershanks. I assume she's not an animal.
Yeah, Slobberchops thinks you're a piece of scum unless you fed him.
Well, yeah, cat. There we go. Lulu probably doesn't have an opinion. There we go.
Lulu's, I imagine, ears are all like hanging low, and its trunk is like idly picking up little pebbles on the ground and flicking them around. Like the most dejected, tiny winged elephant you can imagine.
Oh.
Well, Decimus is all soft for her.
Oh,
No.
She could use a snuggle, so she accepts the snuggles.
Probably. So it sounds like we're resting?
the rest is completed.
It is completed. Okay.
It is
God.
completed.
Let's go. Let me take my long rest. Take rest. Yes. Oh, look at all those hit points. Love it. You'll love to see it. Okay. Thank God.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's go.
Where are you going?
Good question.
I believe I need to lead them to the what do you call grave site? The thing.
Let's
where
find a
you
way.
put
Find a way
bodies
out of here.
See, that's step one. Is how are you leaving the catacombs?
Is
well,
there a back exit?
Are you asking the acolyte?
Yes.
There is one that was mentioned, but the other party left through the main way through the giant fist.
Okay.
well, Decimus wants to break the siege, right? That's what Decimus has been all antsy about.
But there is a secret passage that was reserved for emergencies that we were told might help to get some of us out in the event of an invasion, should they breach the defenses. But it is very narrow.
Well, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Do you want to go secret exit out the back, or do you want to go to the front entrance?
I'm better when we're not running headlong into combat and people. If we want to... Not that I'm good at stealth, per se, but...
I mean, I'm good either way, but Decimus seemed really gung-ho about this breaking the siege thing.
Well, that was before I knew there was a way to end this all. Breaking the siege helps us secure the temple, but finding the relic helps us stop this.
Precious. Look at him. He's a convert. No wonder all the gods are using him as a patsy.
Just trying to do the right thing.
Main entrance. Gonna try the secret exit.
I'm all for the main entrance. Personally.
I mean, I would prefer not to die, but at the same time, like, if you want to do the main entrance, I'm kind of ambivalent towards the whole thing.
How did you get in here?
We went through the main entrance, but there wasn't a war going on. We just snuck past everything.
Well, it might be over, so we can check or we can take the secret tunnel. I don't
I mean,
care.
let's
Let's just go.
Just pop our head out, see what's going on upstairs, and then
If it's too crazy, yeah, go back and take the secret.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so back the way you came.
Yes.
Okay.
Look at them bats. Look at them big bat boys.
So you guys are again at the large fist thing here, and as you drag your tokens over, please give me perception checks.
Ba-doo.
Ba-doo.
Ba-doo. Perception A.
Perception.
I was just gonna have like one of us go up.
Well, if you didn't immediately follow, that's fine.
I figure we're going in order of the rolls.
That's fine. Yeah, all of you noticed that there are humanoid warriors standing watch around the room.
Are they like dragon cultists, or are they?
They definitely look similar to the dragon cultists that you killed earlier, and
Okay.
I would say that Decimus and Louis and Geralt definitely see. Most of them do have masks either on their face or on their person.
Okay, I'll like see. They're fine. We're good. They took the temple back. They're standing guard. There's no like sounds of battle going on, right?
At the moment, the only thing you can hear are the kind of Gregorian chants coming from behind this curtain over here.
Can I identify the religious origin of those chants if they're Gregorian?
You can try.
Okay. Because I want to know if it's the right people. Is it the right people that I want chanting?
I mean, well, there aren't words, but it sounds rather melodic and not at all sinister.
That doesn't
Melodic.
make shit.
Melodic.
All right. This
I
would
don't know.
be the
Either one, I
cult
think.
trying to restore the temple. So let's exit the front door.
Presumptuous.
That's what she said.
These are the people you came with, correct?
Technically, no. However, they're the people who are supposed to be here.
Okay.
I
They should
mean,
be led
no one
by
is
an-
supposed to be here. Let's be very clear on that one.
I do feel like at this point, almost anything Decimus says with like gravitas or like real confidence, Lolo's behind him. That's her kind of mode right now for him.
Eventually he'll break down and have a tantrum and be like, "You always do that." All right.
Alright. Let's
So you pass a lot more warriors on your way out of the temple. Most of them just kind of silently regard you because you all look humanoid-esque, and
Yeah,
you're coming from inside the temple rather than outside.
right.
So they seem content to just vigilantly stare at you. Decimus may or may not receive a nod from one or two here or there if they recognize him. That's up to him. I don't really care. And then that leaves us with 16 minutes left before Scott has to go. So we shall probably end at you guys venturing back into the city and pick back up with the journey to the Grand Cemetery.
Oh, but it's been so long since I made fun of your map scale.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's get
No,
back
no,
to the
no,
goofy
no.
map.
I'm joking. That's a good place to.
Damn it. Let's go back to the look, it's 18 million feet.
Listen, it's not my map scale, okay?
That's why it's
I
funny.
didn't make it,
Yeah, that's the entire reason it's funny.
right?
Like, if it was actually your screw up, I wouldn't make harp on it nearly as
Yeah,
much.
absolutely not.
But I
Absolutely
paid
not.
$50 for a screw up like that, so
Yeah, that's why it's funny. I mean, sorry, but also, haha.
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream.
Alright.
Cool.